Well, hello YouTube. I know I haven't uploaded in a very long time. My excuse is I have a one computer setup, and if I record and stream at the same time, I lose video quality. However, I do want to start doing both and just be an all-around content creator. So I have to record and stream separately, and I'll have to work that into my schedule. But I'm gonna try from now on. Before we get into this video, the premise of it is we are going over every start for every role as of 8.9, I believe we are in right now. Because I am sick of seeing my supports either not get me XP for my purple when I am ADC, or barely doing it at all, so we're there for an extra 5 seconds, and we lose complete lane pressure, all that. So I guess let's get into the video, and then I'll go over my plan at the end, if any of you are interested in that.
Take what you can. Give.
Okay, so first we're gonna start with solo. I was about to say support for some reason. I can go over builds in another video. Doesn't really matter. Usually, right now, actually, of 8.9, it's a support meta, or a guardian meta, sorry. So in solo, you're most likely gonna go support if you want to win your game that bad. But we're just going over the start. So solo is probably one of the easiest, if not the easiest, start of the game. You're going to go to blue. And kind of just wait here. Go over the quick build I'm going. It's bluestone, because you need some power to help clear this blue buff alone, because that is what support or solos are doing at the moment. Chalice and mana pots. I'm not actually fighting anyone, so I'm not actually going to show pressure or how to win lane. I could do other videos like that if you want. You show interest in that. We're just going over the start. So, out of base, to lane. So, blue buff spawns at 15 seconds, along with 4 of the other buffs. So, since you're solo these days, you actually solo clear this. So, just try to clear your blue as fast as you can, without letting the little phantoms grow too large, because they will damage you heavily. So just do with that as you may. You want to get to, after you clear your blue, you want to get to lane before any of these minions die. Which, if you start with any power, should be easily doable. And then, boom. You clear wave, you get your level 2, next wave you hit level 3, and you be feeling good. So that is how you do solo start. Very easy, hard to mess up. But if you do mess up, you screw yourself. So don't mess up. Okay, the next start we're doing is jungle. So, again, not really going to go over your builds. I can do more stuff like that if you really want to. So I'm just going to go the basic Boombas and Mace. I really like it on Ravana. And we'll go Blink, because we already have beads in our kit. I can make other videos of other gods if you guys want. If you want to learn certain characters, I can start doing that. Just tell me in the comments if anything interests you, and I can start doing that. If any good ideas come to you guys, then just let me know. If I can help, let me know. So again, speed also spawns at 15 seconds, so we're going to wait till then. Pretty much the idea is we do speed, we do this harpy, and we either gank this, if they have a lot of pressure on your laner, and you get there first, you get an easy gank, possibly kill. If not, not the end of the world. Once you go mid with your mid laner, your objective is kind of to get those mid harpies, either that one or that one. So yeah, you just kind of do this. Again, I'm doing this with bots and no teammates, so it won't be a perfect simulation. But you kind of get over here, and you go here with your laner. If you're like a Bakasura or someone likes to farm, So you want to clear that, first of all, you want to clear that wave with your laner. And then you kind of go to the Harpy. Not usually this one. If you're Bakasura, if you get your 2, you can actually eat one of these for free. But usually you want to go to the Harpies with your mid laner because you want them to get ahead of their opponent. Jungler, right now, and as of 8.9, you do carry pretty hard just because jungle farm is worth so much. But, I mean, the jungler's main objective is kill what needs to be killed, but as of laning, it's just to make sure your lanes don't fully fucking lose. After this, you don't act if your opposing jungler actually isn't in lane to pressure your jungler or your mid laner, you actually kind of want him, you want to leave him to solo farm. So I like going back to these back Harpies. Nice farm for you back here. You can drop the support camp, it doesn't matter. If it drops, your support won't need it for a while. Or you could also go back to these back Harpies if you'd like. Yeah. Yeah, that's jungle start. Then you're kind of doing the normal jungle thing. Whatever you deem that to be.
Trust me, the pleasure is all yours.
Okay, next we have the mid laner. Now this one will be hard for me to show you physically. So this is a start most people should not go, but just I'm going to be talking over the start because it's not going to be normal. But I will verbally say what this start should look like. I'm just on my own, so it's impossible to see. Because this start relies heavily on your ADC. So, again, red buff, much like jungler's yellow buff and solo's blue buff, spawn at 15 seconds. You're going to want to start here with your ADC. So the way this is going to work, normally, is your ADC is going to pull the red buff. So that means they're going to hit it first and pretty much bring it over to that corner right there. And you're just going to be here smacking at it. Use your ability. All that. When the two side minions should die first. And when your big, I think they're manticores. When the big manticore is at half health, let me show you. When the big manticore hits half health, it starts going to this berserk stance that does a lot of damage. That is when your ADC should be dropping the aggro. And since you're standing over here, it will start running this way at you. So that means you and your ADC can still hit it while it's in this stance, but none of you will get hit because it's working its way towards you. That's why you still want to be in the zone. You still want to be in the camp and hitting it. It should drop before you lose too much health or something. Preferably you want it to drop in front of you, because you can just pick it up, go to lane. Then you can just head to lane. You go to mid. Usually you'll be there when the lanes collide. And then you can hopefully out-clear your opponent. Be careful not to overextend, because the odds are your opponent's jungling is he's going to be here. And if he gets there before your jungler gets, around, you are very easy to first blood. So be very careful with that, especially if they're a good early game god. So you want to kind of stay back, farm from afar. Kind of just out-farm your opponent. Work with your jungler. Get the harpies if you out-clear. It's nice. That's about it. Just try not to feed early. That's the easiest time for mage to die. Once you play your safer mages, it's a little tougher, but watch out. Those junglers can get real fed in 8.9, so just try not to feed them as best you can. And play off of your support and jungler. You don't usually want to be the playmaker as a mage. You want to work off of them. You're kind of backup. You are the bullet in the chamber. You just have to let them be the gun to shoot it.
I make the magic happen.
Okay. Next we have ADC. This one's also going to take a lot of verbal explanation. Just because I don't have a support or a mid laner to help you in your clear of the, in this case, the left jungle. So your start, you want to head to red buff and pretty much do what I said an ADC should do at that mid section if you watched that part. And then purple, I'll also have to explain just because I don't have a support to help do that. And then if you want to know what the support actually does physically, the next section will have that. So, again, red spawns at 15, so we gotta wait for that. Usually your mid laner will be here with you. It's very important you pull aggro. You want to hit it first. If your mid laner hits it first and you didn't have a chance, I get that. They didn't start right. It's not your fault. It only really screws them over anyway, so don't worry too much about it. But you want to be the one to pull aggro. Usually, since your mage is helping, this will die faster. But as soon as it reaches this 50%, you want to drop it. You still want to auto it while it goes towards your laner. And kind of drop it at their feet, hopefully. So if it gets about 70 health, I usually stop hitting it and I leave it to the laner. I run away and head towards purple. Now, usually when you turn this corner right here, hopefully if your support did his start right, he should drop that big middle, whatever these are. I don't even know. Purple buff. So you'll get the XP and the recognition, I don't know this word. You'll get the gold and XP for that drop. You don't need the side minions. You don't need these. You want the XP for that. And then he drops it. He'll head to lane. You pick it up. Sadly, I got a Sobek, so I can't really show you getting to lane. But if you did the start right, you'll actually have 2 full waves. And you will hit level 2 off of the first wave. You should, if you did it right. And then you'll have like your dash or something. So you can fight if your opponent's Sobek or something is moving up too much. Then you kind of farm. That's ADC. Hopefully my verbal explanation helped. Mainly, the only thing you really need to worry about is pulling that red buff for your mid laner and dropping it at the right time. That's about all you got to worry about. Your solo or your support should do the rest, and I'll go over that next.
I love the feeling of sand between my toes, but sadly, my toes are sand.
Okay, last but not least, the support start. This is the most vital start that I find people don't know what to do. So first, you get your build, whatever.
For my rough skin.
I like all it, whatever. Gives you this much. I like this start, personally. On non-healers, if you do have a healer, instead of going Emerald, start your Lotus Crown. Very nice, trust me. But the main thing you need as a support right now, you have to buy this item, is Hands of the God. You need one. You're the only role that needs one. And I spend the rest of my mana, or my health potions, because Sentinel's Gift gives me MP5, and it gives me mana for assists on kills. So your purple buff also spawns at 15 seconds. I hope I can make it. I might have spent too much time explaining. Here, I'll blink. See if I can for sure get there. I'm going to be a little late. But, actually, I might be on time. What I like to do for clearing this buff, your goal... Okay, yeah, I'm a little late. It's fine. I usually Hands of the God right away, and you kind of lower this. You want to... Oh, I'm doing 38, so one more hit will kill it. So I want to leave it here. And as soon as my ADC... Oh, it's hard to show since I'm Geb, but... As soon as my ADC turns that corner, you last hit it. So they get assist gold and XP, and you head to lane. Usually, if you do it fast enough, you'll hit lane with 3 or 6 minions total on both sides. RNG can still kind of fuck you here, so be a little careful. You can blink if you like to try to guarantee it. But you're kind of here. You can help clear. Just try, and please try not to last hit these minions. That last hit gold is for your hunter. You are trying to make everyone else stronger and people work off you. As a support, you will be like 3 levels down. Everybody else, just try to keep up with their support, I guess. And try not to steal too much farm from any role. I usually stay here until like level 5, or if we're really like constantly killing people, I'll stay until I have enough for Gauntlet of Thebes, and then I'll start rotating. Because then you pretty much are a second jungler after you start rotating, where you'll... These are your best friends. You want to clear those camps as best you can. Otherwise, you're looking for ganks, looking for setups, looking for kills, all that. You can leech a wave. Try not to leech more than a wave at a time, because you will shove your teammates behind, and that's not fun, because they have to 1v1 somebody who's their support might not be leeching their waves, so they'll be a level or 2 behind because of you, and that's the opposite of supporting them. So, keep that in mind. I hope you learned something. This is the reason I made this video, because nobody seems to know how to start as support. Might not be you. Hopefully now you never make mistakes starting support. Just try to help your team best you can. And if it wasn't support you're here for, I hope you learned something about any other role. Yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. I do stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, all at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, except Tuesday's stream is 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I just hope you learned something. Yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want. Come check out Twitch. We have a nice community growing over there. I'd love for you to be part of it. Yeah. Everyone have a great day, and I hope you learned something. I'll try to start uploading again to YouTube. I'm going to try for once a week. It's not always going to be learning videos. I'm probably going to upload, again, some just games. Hopefully they'll be better quality now that I'm not streaming and recording at the same time, because that was too hard on my CPU. And yeah. And if that sentence made no sense to you, don't worry about it. It doesn't really... It's me mainly talking to myself. So yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.